Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are enjoying these videos, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below what kind of game you enjoy. So in today's video, as you can see, I am playing some Fortnite, some Bed Wars to be exact. This is a bunch of random people that I actually played with. One of them was actually good, the other one not so much. Like, pretty much roughly my kind of gameplay, like okay but not the best type of deal. So for me personally, my favorite game, well, to be honest, I can't really choose one, but it'd be in between like Call of Duty, Black Ops, and Minecraft. Probably Black Ops being the top number one, to be honest. But Fortnite is okay, but definitely not a game that I can play like all day, every day type of deal compared to those others. And if I'm being honest, I think that this is honestly the most I have ever played Fortnite, but it's with other people and more just for the heck of it type of deal. So anyways, I just wanted to give a really quick reminder that no, I'm not quitting Diamond Art. I'm just taking a quick little pause on Diamond Art. The thing about big projects is that sometimes you really need the motivation in order to do them. And two, it's also very easy to get way overwhelmed with how many projects that you've either started or that you have left to do. For me personally, of course, I keep very few started, like one or two, and it's usually got to be like one small and one big one. But that don't mean that I don't have a lot of other projects. No, I think my next biggest ones, you'll eventually end up seeing them, but they're different than the one that I didn't do on video, which was the military one for a family member. But these ones are kind of like one of them is long, but then the other one is like long but multiple sections. Instead of just one big diamond painting, it's 5 different sections. So I'm excited to eventually try them, but they are currently on pause until I get my other diamond paintings done. And that includes the big one and the small ones. And on top of that, I think I'm going to do the next small ones that kind of look like them with maybe, well, I don't know. We'll have to see on that part. So anyways, that is pretty much all for the diamond art and stuff like that. Only thing I can really say about that is it's just a break, and eventually I will really want to get back into it one day, and eventually I just will, and we will get back to enjoying that whenever I have the motivation and more time to be able to do it. But yeah, so let me tell you, the weather here has been something else. Usually it'll say that it's gonna rain, and then usually it don't, and then other times it don't say it's gonna rain, and then it rains. But we've had like a lot of sunny days and a bit of rain in between, and yeah. But yeah, anyway, if you do play this game, like Fortnite Bed Wars, or regular, or like the zero build, or even the build mode, let me know, and let me know how, if you're like one of those pro builders or whatnot, let me know how you do it, because I'm kind of curious to see if they're all the same way, if they're all in different ways. Oh, and to also change subject again, I can't remember if I spoke about this in another video or not, but I think I may have, I'm not sure. Honestly, I have a migraine, and whenever I got a migraine, I can't really remember anything. But, me and my doctor has been working on trying to get me a medicine that I actually need. And so, me and her kind of like work together in a legal way, of course. But she, I pretty much, so I had to get my insurance to accept it. And the medicine that they wanted me to try, I decided to go ahead and look up what they was and what those for. So I told her that I would try, I think it was 2 or 5 of the medicines, which was what I needed to, at least one of them. But come to find out, when me and her actually spoke, we had actually tried one in a previous battle that we had for one of my medicines I currently have. I tried a medicine back then, it didn't work, and then she also put me on another medicine, so that's 2 out of 5. And we have been trying that, and so here soon I get to go back to her and hopefully actually get the medicine that I need, because clearly this medicine ain't working considering I have a migraine, and right now they've only been worse rather than better, and what we're truly hoping for, plus that in medicines, I really don't like for it to give me dizzy effects or nothing like that. Like, I want to make sure that I can actually work with it, and if I was to go to work or something and stuff like that, then at least I know I can function properly and not be a little disassociated with dizziness or lightheadedness or anything like that. And so me and her has been trying to work with it. So hopefully, even if I'm honestly terrified of the medicine that she's wanting to put me on, I'm really hoping that it works out in the way that she is talking about, because if so, then hopefully I can take that medicine and hopefully be okay throughout the month. And if not, then I will have a backup medicine to go on top of it to help it do what it needs to do to keep me from having to go to the doctor or anything to get help and stuff like that. So yeah, and honestly, if I'm being honest, I've had these issues since I was like, I think they started in my teenage years, and have only gotten worse over the years so far. So that's not too fun, but hopefully she can manage to help me out and hopefully get them calm for a little while. And on top of that, I don't know if I said it in the past or not, and if you are new here and if you didn't hear it from my previous videos, then I can say I have been through a bunch of tests to see if there was anything there to cause the migraines, and my previous doctor, she done so many tests, never gave me anything to help ease the migraine. And so whenever I got to my new doctor, I let her know that I had a bunch of tests done, everything came back good, and so she was nice enough to help me at least relieve the pain. And in the future, I might actually go back to let her do some tests on me to see if she can't find anything, because honestly, it seems like here lately she has also done another test on me to see maybe or maybe not if I had something going on, and I honestly thought it was going to come back clear as per usual, but it actually came up with something, and it makes sense. So I may or may not actually ask her to run some tests to see if we can't figure out what's causing my migraines so often to happen, and maybe find a much better solution for it compared to what the other doctor gave to me. So yeah. And another ordeal is, in the past, I thought my other doctor was good, but now that I look back, I think she was okay, but not the best. Because in reality, one thing that really bothered me about my previous doctor was, and this was a few years ago, like maybe 7, 10 years ago, something like that. Anyways, I went to her over my depression at that time. And of course, eventually she put me on medicine for it. But the one thing that really got me with her was that she was blaming it onto social media. And I was like, okay, hold on. The whole reason why I say that is because what she thought is like I was being that typical teenage girl. I don't know if it's typical or not, to be honest, because I'm not familiar with what most teenage girls do anymore. But she thought that I was pretty much wanting to be a model and looking at models and stuff. In reality, I wasn't looking at anything like that. I was honestly watching a bunch of arts and crafts videos. That's always been my biggest thing, is arts and crafts. And so when she thought that, well, when she was trying to say that that was the reason I had depression, it kind of like put me on edge, I guess you could say, because I was like, I don't do that. Like, what I want to do is arts and crafts and, fun stuff. Like, I don't know. I mean, you be what you want to be. I'm cool with that. I really don't have anything to say about that, but anyways, in the end, pretty much that whole story with her is the simple fact of she was trying to say I was doing one thing, but in reality, I wasn't, because, like I said, I've always been into arts and crafts. And so, without her getting to know me and then putting an assumption on me, that kind of just went a whole different way. And on top of that, to be honest, my parents agreed with it, and my whole family has always known I've been into arts and crafts, like, majorly. So to go down that road with me, it was just a whole different scenario, especially when somebody don't actually know you that well. But anyways, yeah, so my current doctor is great. We actually sit down, we talk, we listen. Pretty much how I feel like you should treat a patient. I feel like that's how it is. So therefore, I do greatly appreciate it. The only thing that I have honestly backed down on is one of her tests, and honestly it really scared me, so I backed down onto it. And even till this day, I can say I still have issues with the same thing, but it's my fault because I backed down on that test, and I'm still way too scared to even attempt to even try that test. Now granted, I did show up, I did speak to him, but in the end, I was just way too scared, and two, I was way too busy at that time, considering I didn't know what kind of test it was. And once I figured it out, I had to back down, only because of the current situation, and then two, because honestly I was scared. But yeah, anyways, that's enough of the whole doctor stuff right now. So in this video right here, as you can tell, we have now finally, of course, gotten the vault unlocked. So I managed to finally rank up enough coins to get the rocket launcher and the minigun. This is kind of just my way of getting bids, because honestly I'm not a pro at this game. I'm really not. I'm okay, but I do feel like I still need to learn on the speed building. But if I'm being honest, I'm pretty sure this speed building is gonna be a lot easier than Minecraft, because I can tell you now, I don't think I'll ever be able to speed bridge on that one, like ever. But anyways, that is all for this video. I really do hope y'all enjoyed listening and also watching, and I do hope that y'all chat and let me know what kind of year it's been for y'all. If it's been calm, chaotic, a little bit of both, or what it is. But yeah, I really do hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I will see y'all in the next video. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.